Ladies and gentlemen, if it weren't for the next two superstars in our showcase, none of this would be possible. Because without Afa and Sika, without the wild Samoans, there truly is no dynasty. While it was their father who made the blood oath with High Chief Peter Maivia, it was Afa and Sika who built the family up, training generations of relatives, all with the single goal of becoming the best professional wrestler on the face of the planet. And while the two would together be WWE Hall of Famers, based solely on their work as trainers and cultivators of the next generation, their in-ring successes only add to their immortality. Afa and Sika formed WWE's most dominant tag team of the early 1980s, fighting their way to the WWE Tag Team Championship on 3 separate occasions. Opponents were often defeated before the bell even rang to start the match, falling victim to the aura and the intimidation factor of having to step into the ring with the wild Samoans. Accompanied by Captain Lou Albano, the trio formed a masterful group that was able to take all opponents off their game, be it through Albano's devious schemes or the overpowering nature of the wild Samoans. WWE had never dealt with a team so primal, turning each match into a battle of survival. Most feared, the deadly Samoan drop, a move that has been imitated by many, but duplicated only by a chosen few.
There they are, the wild Samoans.
These are immigrants coming from the island, trying to figure it out, trying to find a way. I couldn't imagine being these men. I couldn't imagine taking on these responsibilities of setting the tone in a whole new country. And then trying to break into entertainment on top of that. But they made it work. And that's what we are. We're workers. We make it work.
These tribal elders set the standard for all of their descendants to not only follow, but they also taught their descendants how to surpass it. So beloved were the two that perhaps no moment holds more significance to your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, than when he was presented the Ula Fala by his father Sika and Uncle Afa after the 2020 Hell in a Cell event. You see, it was their acknowledgement that gave Roman Reigns the unshakable confidence to continue his journey to becoming the greatest of all time.
The utmost respect, love, and gratitude for those men. Because if my father and uncle don't do what they do, we're not here.
We now humbly present to you the honor of walking in the famed footsteps of the wild Samoans, finding a tag team in WWE's long and storied history that we felt would test the wild Samoans was not an easy task. But then a thought came to your wise man. Why not give the audience exactly what they want? Why not put the wild Samoans against one of the greatest tag teams of all time? Why not present Afa, Sika, the wild Samoans versus Bubba Ray and Devon the Dudley Boys. And if we're going to go that far, let's do it in a tables match. Showcase that savage brutality that made both teams the eternal legends we know them to be. No pinfalls, no submissions, no rules. Just be the team that avoids being put through the table, and you will emerge victorious. And with these four men, you better believe that things are going to get extreme.
And here they come. Bubba Ray and D-Von are ready for a fight.
That's just what they'll get from Sika, and then some.
The following contest is a tag team tables match. And a combined weight of 603 pounds. Bubba Ray and D-Von, the Dudley Boyz.
It takes a strong brotherly bond to agree to go into battle against the Wild Samoans, but that's exactly what Bubba Ray and D-Von have.
I have a strong feeling this match isn't going to be for the faint of heart.
Oh, look, the Dudley Boyz may not be all there in the head, but they're easily the most highly decorated tag team in pro wrestling history. They've beaten the best, they've beaten the toughest, and they're ready to come in and beat the wildest tonight.
Both the Dudley Boyz and the Wild Samoans are coming into this tables match with something to prove. Who's the best tag team of all time? Who's the more cohesive, brotherly unit?
Who's more savage? Who's more extreme? Gentlemen, we are moments away from finding out the answers to these questions once and for all.
Guys, this is going to be a great one. You can feel the electricity already.
I feel the excitement and some fear, too.
Accompanied by Captain Lou Albano. And a combined weight of 645 pounds. Alpha and Sika, the Wild Samoans.
This tables match might be a dream match for many, but for both the Wild Samoans and the Dudley Boyz, this is about to be one team's greatest nightmare.
Sika clearly not looking to back down here.
The Dudleys can certainly handle their own, but they've never faced anyone or anything like the Wild Samoans.
Those mean looks on both Alpha and Sika's faces, I'll tell you, they're out for blood. And the Dudleys are about to walk right into the lion's den.
Two-on-two tables match here with the masters of the match, the Dudley Boyz, taking on the Wild Samoans.
There's always those thoughts in the back of your mind. My brother can beat up your brother. My brother can put your brother through a table faster. Finally, we get to see those thoughts become a reality.
Saxton, I never want to hear about the inner workings of your mind ever again.
I second that, but the Dudley Boyz and the Wild Samoans are two teams who also clearly have a few screws loose. This should be intense. Vicious headbutt. Corey, the Wild Samoans are about as tough and mean as they come, a very physical duo, and we've seen how they use their heads, almost like a concrete weapon.
Yeah, they don't need much flash. They're just a formidable ground and pound team. If they lack in offensive creativity, they make up for it in blunt force trauma. And nothing packs more blunt. Lift off!
Oh my God, what a move! Boom, did you hear the impact? Under the ropes and back into the ring. Headbutt. That blow might be a test of Bubba Ray's toughness.
Yeah, watching Sika aggressively work the opposition.
He's doing some dangerous redecorating.
I think the table really ties it all together.
He's lining him up.
To the takeoff.
Whoa, what a landing. They got all of that. Just taking flight and soaring through the sky.
Absolutely no telling what's underneath the ring tonight.
Any chance the table will be set up for a lovely spread? Never mind, that never happens. From the top. Elbow drop. Oh, it's a piercing elbow. He's got a plan for that table, and it does not involve a dinner party.
And the Wild Samoans always have that gaze in their eyes, that look that makes you question their understanding of their surroundings.
Yeah, and I have to wonder if Alpha and Sika are even aware of what the table before. I'm afraid they'll just keep on pushing out punishment, expecting a bell to eventually ring.
His body is showing the effects of this match.
Every aspect of this match is only going to get harder at this point. If you have a chance to close it out, now is the time.
Big right hand. Oh, man, taking it to the trachea. He even put through the ringer tonight.
They have tried their hardest to avoid damage, but I think the table might be coming into play sooner rather than later.
Hot dog! Where's this manager looking for him in the ring? He has no business down there. Looks like he has something planned with his table, guys.
Oh, no. Are you kidding me? That's gross.
Oh, look at this.
So ruthless. Uh-oh, here it is.
Locked in the accolade. He lets go of the hold, but I don't see any reason for it.
No telling what's going on in his mind right now, Michael.
The Dudley Boyz came in tonight knowing they had to turn up the dial. Had to match Alpha and Sika's level of aggression. Bubba and Devon know they have to be extreme as they can be.
Yeah, but what the Dudleys call extreme, the Wild Samoans just call regular old Tuesday. Alpha and Sika are just a different breed of wrestling.
Look, I don't care who you are. You could be King Kong or a kaiju. It's going to be curtains for you if you're on the receiving side of the Wild Samoan headbutt from the top rope.
Oh, just scrubbing the face on the canvas. An elbow drop for added measure.
Oh, my goodness, dribbling the opponent's head like a basketball.
And he now slides back into the ring.
I still can't get over the look I always see on the Wild Samoans. It's like they have a one-track mind towards savage brutality.
I don't think this table's going to last much longer.
Reversal. He saw that coming. What's he open to find down there?
And now with the kendo stick in hand, he's ready to do some real damage.
Caught in a bad spot. And Alpha and Sika just beat the Dudley Boyz at their own game.
Here are your winners, Alpha and Sika, the Wild Samoans.
And it's the Wild Samoans standing tall, having beat the Dudley Boyz at their own game.
Devon and Bubba pushed Alpha and Sika to their limits, but in the end, there was only one way this match could end.